Hello everybody, this is Cyric1983 and welcome back to Neverwinter Nights. And looks like Aaron's really insistent about this information, so let's talk to him.
It is good to see you at last, my friend. I fear I have terrible news. It seems that the good Lady Aribeth has disappeared. We can find no trace of her.
What? What happened?
The Lady Paladin had been quite silent since you left port last. I thought perhaps that she had found contentment now that the cult was located. So my eye was not as close upon her as it might otherwise have been. Regardless, she used considerable skill to vanish without notice sometime after our arrival in the city. All of her gear and armor is gone as well. She prepared well and left of her own volition, though I can scarce believe it.
Do you have any idea where she might be?
She has not returned to Neverwinter. Part of me wonders if perhaps she seeks to exact her own brand of vengeance upon the cultists. I cannot be certain. Aribeth was acting so strangely before her disappearance. She had an icy calm, as if the Lady Paladin had accepted an unpleasant fate. I worry for her safety. She is not in her right mind, I fear.
I shall try to find her if I can.
Your most important task is to find your way into the host tower, my friend. The cult must be dealt with. If you find Aribeth there, all the better. If she is not, a true search will have to wait until after your own mission is complete, no matter how much we might wish otherwise. So then, let us discuss your mission.
Alright, well, we know where the host tower is, so what do you know about the Arcane Brotherhood?
Little enough, if the truth be told. The wizards search diligently for spies at every turn, so I receive only questionable news from outside the tower itself. It is known, however, that the Arcane Brotherhood are the true power in Luskan. The High Captains rule the city, but only with the wizards' leave. How the cult gained its foothold there can only be guessed at. The wizards may be allies, or indeed even members of their cause. If you do gain entrance, use extreme caution and find out all you can about their plans. Assaulting them directly may not be an option.
How do we get inside the tower?
I believe I know of a way, though it is a risky path to say the least. The bridge to the tower's island is guarded by magic that is not easily bypassed. Those who wish admittance to the tower must be granted the proper pass by the wizards. Papers which are affixed with a magical seal that allows the possessor to pass unhindered by the wards. Unfortunately, the only persons which I am sure possess such a pass are the High Captains themselves. If you were somehow to acquire one of these documents for me, with its seal, I could easily use it to forge a similar pass for you.
Alright, well, I'll go now.
Go then, and do what you must. I wish you success.
Great, I hope she's alright. I hope she didn't make a really big mistake. Anyways, so yeah, I sold off some excess equipment, and I did buy the two pieces of equipment that I wanted. I got the Amulet of Health here, replaced the lesser Amulet of Health that I've had since Chapter 1, because this one has the immunity to level drain, ability drain, all that fun stuff, so yeah, that'll come in handy at some point during this chapter. And I also bought Gauntlets of Ogre Power. You cannot buy them here. I will show you where you can buy them. They run you about 8,000 gold or so. I've still got the Greater Gloves of Discipline here. The reason why I switched them up is because I've got lots of discipline right now, so yeah. So, I guess...
Whatever gods you were...
Where should we look first? Well, we heard something about, the High Captains enjoying the, I guess, the brothel, if you will, so let's go check that out. And luckily on the way, yeah, in here is where you buy the Gauntlets of Ogre Power, so go in there, if you got the gold, which it should, then yeah. Gives you an extra multiplier, it gave me an extra multiplier on Kell here, so, alright. Is this it? Yes, it is. Alright, let's go. Oh. Hello. Alright.
Why, hello there, darling. Come for a bit of fun, have you?
What kind of place is this? This is a palace of pleasure, dear man. There are men and women who can take your mind away from the terrible world outside, for a time. How do I go about seeing one of them? You would have to speak to one of them yourself, my dear man. If they have the time and they like you, well, then the two of you can take things from there. All of my girls and boys spend their time upstairs. You can go up there if you like. If you stay down here, well, do be careful around some of these men. Who are these men? Most of these brutes are soldiers for either High Captain Kurth or High Captain Barham. They take after their commanders as well, for they fight continuously. I declare it is all I can do to keep them distracted enough not to tear each other apart and destroy my good home. It'll be far, far better for us all when those High Captains get it all over with and kill each other once and for all. But perhaps I shouldn't talk so. What do you think of them, darling? I think I agree with you. Now there's a smart boy. I knew you were gold the minute I laid eyes on you. Yes, I did. You know, since you feel the way you do, you might want to go and talk to Rain. She's one of my girls upstairs. Oh, okay. Don't ask why, sweeties. Whoa, what are you... Alright, well, goodbye. Alrighty. If I've got time, I might come back down to talk to her a bit more, but we've got some side quests to pick up here, and lots of story behind each of them, so let's get to work. That one hurt. Alright.
Pray.
A couple of chests here. Oh, I thought they were locked. Alrighty. Yeah, this one's probably locked as well.
Prepare to become one with eternity.
Sweet. 22, and ooh, lever of stone. That looks important. Maybe we should hold on to that. Hint, hint. Yeah, it's one of the levers that Colmar's contraption needs. Alright, there's I think 3 people we gotta talk to up here. Hopefully I'll get to them. But, well, we'll see how fast we get through this. Alright. Yeah, first one is Herb. Alright, let's talk to him.
I'm asking myself, is this lad here for a conversation? Or does he have some gnome fetish that I dare not even ask about? I'm hoping for the former, but being a quality gnome like myself, anything is possible!
Who are you? Herb Jensen's the name of the Culver Jensens originally, but then that branch of the family are really exiles from the Thunder Mountain Jensen clan, so perhaps I shouldn't be bragging about it. Still, it's quite a tale how my family made its terrible trek all the way to Culver, nary a turnip to be found on that trip, let me tell you. Even more remarkable is how I ended up in this job, considering my former career as a chest connoisseur. A chest connoisseur? Ah, yes, those were the days, weren't they? The making of proper chests was once a noble profession. They were pieces of art, I tell you, and not these flimsy things that they make today that any two-bit human thief with half a mind could pick. Not that I'm insinuating anything. As a young little gnome in Culver, all I thought about were fine chests and the living I would make off of them. Alas, it was not to be. Pleasuring women is all I'm about now. I've never heard of a place called Culver. Well, of course not. Since the great turnip famine of 45, there hasn't been a Culver. I see. Everyone died then? Of course not. What a grisly story that would make. Everybody was quite hungry, though, and certainly thought they would die. Going too long without a proper turnip is agony enough. No, it was the much maligned Uncle Pinto who sold the rights to some human for a sack of turnips in one of his craving fits. They went and renamed it to Waterdeep. Oh, cool, or some nonsense I last heard. That's quite a story, isn't it? Of course, my relatives drove Uncle Pinto out of town for such foolishness. They thought 2 sacks should have been the minimum. Now then, was there something you needed? I'm looking for work, if you know of any. Well now, call me a halfling, but I actually have a job that you could do for me. A little errand that is a mite dangerous to perform with the streets the way they are. Now, tell me about the job. How shall I explain this? Well, one of my clients, a handsome noblewoman by the name of Lady Aribeth, has something that belongs to me. Technically, I suppose it belongs to her since I gave it to her, but I want it back. It's a ring, a little favor that I bestowed upon her that has my name inscribed. Just get away from her and back in my hands and I'll be a happy little gnome. Why do you need the ring? Well, you see, the gift was a bit of impetuousness on my part. Lady Jadael's husband is a rather powerful man, a fact I forgot at the height of passion. When Lord Jadael returns, I don't need his wife sporting my ring. He's rather renowned for his temper, and I'm rather fond of my legs, short though they may be. Lady Jadael is, shall we say, rather oblivious to the fact that her husband might not be too fond of me when he discovers the ring. She has less sense than an elf in a shoe store, I tell you. So are you interested in the job? Whoever brings the ring to me will be rewarded, I assure you. Okay, I'll do it. Excellent. You'll find Lady Jadale's home not far from here. Go back towards the city gates and turn right and you should see the Cutlass Inn by the south walls. Lady Jadale, yeah. I'll show you where it is. Do be kind to her, though, if you can. I don't wish any harm on the doughty woman. I just don't want any harm to come my way. Alright, well, goodbye. Do come back to me once you've found that ring, sir. I'll be looking forward to it. Alrighty. So, that's the first one. Ooh, nice cloak of protection. Oh, nice. Looks like I'm going to be selling my green cloak here. Alright. Who's in here? Yvette.
Well, hello to you.
Why have you come in my room? I am not entertaining today. My heart simply wouldn't be in it. Oh, what's the problem? I had a baby, sir, with a client. I didn't mean to, but it happened, and my little daughter was the joy of my life when I had her. The father, however, Galron, he does not believe I would make a proper mother. He took my daughter away and will not return her. I wish I would pay you to get my child back. Why does he want the baby? I don't know. Galron is a haughty and sometimes cruel man. I didn't think he'd even want to know about the child, never mind want it. It frightens me to think what he might do to her. Please, if you get her back, I will reward you. You think you could be a proper mother? I know I could. Miss Bella has put aside much of the coin I've earned here. I want to leave Luskan and go back home to raise my daughter proper. I have enough money to pay you and still make a good life for her. Please help me. Alright, well, I could help you. Oh, that's wonderful news. Galron is in a house to the north in the slums, though I have no idea if he's remained there with all this fighting. Please do whatever you can to get my daughter back. Just don't hurt Galron, please. If you can avoid it, he is still my child's father. That makes sense. Alright, goodbye. Please come back with my baby when you find her. Alrighty. Here's another side quest we gotta do. Alright. Okay, yeah, I think I'll just go for the last side quest, and I'll worry about looting, I guess, off-screen if I have to. Which one is she in? I think she's in this one. Sorry, I picked up all the side quests, but here's Rain to finish one of them.
Well, hello to you.
Who are you? Look, I don't entertain here right now. I am reserved to go elsewhere, whether I like it or not. Please leave me alone. You don't seem happy about that. I am no fan of the High Captains, and I would rather not serve their whims if I had a say in it. I do what I'm told, however. Why would you serve the High Captains if you don't want to? Look, I don't want to get in any trouble, and talking about the High Captains is nothing but trouble. Persuade. Fine, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll tell you what I know. High Captain Barham and High Captain Kurth hold us hostage practically. Miss Bella has to do what they tell her, or they'd shut us all down. Make us all slaves, or worse. Orith and I have to go to the High Captain's bases to put on a show, or do whatever else they want. We despise it, but there's nothing we can do about it. Miss Bella does her best to help us, but there's nothing she nor we can do about it. I just wish someone would visit a painful, horrible death on those men. Then this would all be over. And if someone were willing to help you, I'd gladly tell them whatever I knew then, if it would mean those bastards' death. How do I find Kurth then? Kurth is in the West Docks district. His men come out of a gap broken in the wall. I don't suggest that you use that. There is an opening in the ruins of his old tower. That's what I use when I must go and see him. You need a key to get into his base through the tower door. I have a key which could get you inside, if you want it. Yeah, give me the key. Take it. It's a copy I had made. You must be careful, however. They know me, but Kurth's men will assume you are an assassin if they see you inside the base. I don't know what your plans are, truly, but I have a feeling that Kurth won't like it either way. Where do I find Barham? Barham has a base within the sewers of the city, full of his troops and undead monsters conjured by his sorcerer allies. The main gate is through a sewer entrance on the island east of and south of here. His base is heavily fortified but not impregnable, and there is a back entrance that is not well known about. It's through a sewer grate just to the west of the brothel, by the stores. It's the entrance I use when I must go to him. I have a key which could help you gain entrance. If you'd like it, yes, give me the key. Alrighty, here, this should unlock the gratings there for you. Be careful. They know me, but they'll think you're an assassin, yada yada yada, and there we go. Alrighty, can they be reasoned with? I don't know, they might make a deal with you if they thought it would put them ahead of the other High Captains somehow. Whether they'd bother keeping the deal is another matter entirely. Alright, goodbye. Alrighty, so, that was a quick side quest. Let's bash this open. And let's see what else I can loot here before time runs out. Actually, why don't I just put this on right now? Let's click. Yeah. Yay, I like blue. I'm going to be selling that. Alrighty. Alright, so I guess that's about all the time I have for this episode, so I'll go into each of these other rooms. You don't get any more side quests, just go in, bash the chests, and all that fun stuff, and I'll meet you outside the brothel next time. This is Sirach1983 signing off. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.